Thank you, UNGA President Bosquier and Deputy Secretary General Mohammed for bringing us together today. And thank you to UNAIDS Executive Director Bian Yama for all you do to fight HIV/AIDS. I also want to thank you, Yana, for sharing your story with us. With all due respect to their excellencies, you are the most important person we will hear from today. I hope that the commitments this body makes over the next 2 days and the work we all do after that reflect and empower voices like yours. You remind me of Aya, a young activist who works with one of our partners in the Eastern Cape. The first time I met Aya, she stood on a stage in front of a room full of people and she said, "I don't want change next year. I don't want it next month. I want it now, and I plan to wake up tomorrow and make it happen." Today, I'm here for you, Yana, for Aya, for the young people across my home country of South Africa and around the world. 6 years ago, this body unanimously agreed to end AIDS by 2030. I'm proud that South Africa and a handful of other countries are on track to meet that goal. But while we have made some significant progress as a global community, we're still missing the mark, and people are paying the price with their lives. There's one simple reason we're missing our goal: inequality. Because the fact remains, whether you live or die from AIDS is still too often determined by who you are, who you love, and where you live. Vulnerable and key populations most likely to become HIV positive are least likely to have access to the services they need to survive. That doesn't happen by accident. That happens by design. At the Charlize Theron Africa Outreach Project, we see firsthand how gender inequality and gender-based violence fuel the HIV epidemic among young girls and women. In Southern Africa, 8 out of 10 teenagers who become HIV positive are girls. And gender-based violence not only causes deep physical and emotional damage for survivors, it also leaves them much more vulnerable to HIV. Sadly, most of these girls lack the power, the information, the access they need to make choices that could save their lives. Of course, it's not just women and girls. It's transgender people, sex workers, and men who have sex with men. It's people who inject drugs, people in prison. It's migrants, refugees. If we want to end AIDS, we need to design prevention programs that meet the needs of these key populations. Most of all, we need to stop blaming, shaming,